Hey guys, Sue's Dai. So I wanted to jump on here while everything I'm feeling is still very fresh because I wanted to tell you guys about something that I've decided to do. And I often find that my best ideas in this lifetime are the ones that come to me almost as an impetus or an impulse, but that feel so deeply intuitive that I don't even question it and I just go for it unwaveringly. And this happened to me last night around midnight. So basically I have been interested in the idea of a 10-day silent meditation retreat. It's also known as a Vipassana. It's an opportunity that lasts 10 days. And from about 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning, my day is gonna start with a gong and I will meditate, and then I believe there's some discourse. And I think there's probably about 5 or 6 meditations. So what it consists of is pure silence for 10 days, besides those times when they do lecture. And I think they take away your cell phone and they take away watches and things that remind you of time and things that are really not in true existence. I don't know why I'm doing this, and I kind of operate this way too with my paintings. Like, a lot of my best ideas, I feel, in my opinion, are the ones that I don't fully understand when I'm doing them. I just don't question it and just do it. With that being said, I have decided on a place to do it. I originally signed up for the Vipassana in Battambang. It's about 15 kilometers outside of Battambang, but I'm actually on the waiting list and I don't think I'm going to be able to get into that one. And I really have this intuition to go at the beginning of March. The reason why I pivoted yesterday was because I just feel like I have to get this meditation, like, not done, but I want to do it early March. It just feels like that's the time I'm supposed to be doing it. I'm ready. I'm literally fully aligned internally, and let's do this. Let's just walk into this experience. I'm ready for that next level, whatever that next level looks like. I'm being guided. And this week and last week specifically, I was really calling on my ancestors to offer me their blessings, to, you know, fully offer me their blessings, but also to, you know, cradle me, to offer me guidance. You know, I was feeling like really not up against the wall, but I was just experiencing one of those moments where I was just like, something's gotta give, you know, something has got to give. I have been a full-time artist for 10 years planting seeds. Just like little Johnny Appleseed all across the field. Seeds, 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 seeds. You know, you might see some sprouts here, some sprouts there. Maybe some of the sprouts die or don't make it. Maybe there's a frost. Maybe there's a rejection. And there's all these like seedlings that get stunted. But I'm looking out over my garden right now and I'm seeing some of the fruits of my labor pop up, and I think I'm about to enter into my Garden of Eden. I swear to God. I just have this amazing feeling right now that something huge is going to happen, and I don't know what it is, but now I'm just being compelled to go to this meditation center in the south of Thailand. So basically what I gotta do, I've already canceled everything. I canceled 2 of my yoga classes and 3 sets of my Khmer lessons, which bums me out, but I've been in Siem Reap for a long time and I've been in the same routine for a long time. I'm ready for a mix-up. I'm ready for a breakup. I just feel like this Vipassana is gonna be extremely pivotal in my life. I wanted to talk about it while it's still fresh in my mind. I did a lot of research last night to find this, yes, in like the span of a day, but I did a lot of research. This is one of the best centers in the world. They're very strict and they're very formal because they're very serious. They're like, this retreat is not for fun. And the only way to register for the retreat is to literally go there by train, to spend the night in a monastery, and then the next day registration starts at like 8 or 9 in the morning, and then you get assigned a bunker that has a flat, hard bed with a wooden pillow, and it's 60 USD. I couldn't believe it. I kept thinking it was like $130. So it's 60 for the entire 10 days. That includes all your meals. They accept no more. And yeah. guys, it's morning of registration, so I've just taken a quick shower and shaved and I got ready. I'm wearing loose clothes, pretty loose pants. Hopefully these are loose enough, but I think they're fine because I'm wearing my shirt kind of long. This is just for registration. And then I think we have like free hours until 4 o'clock. Yesterday was a really busy day and pretty packed. So I'm just gonna do a little bit of light makeup. We're not supposed to wear makeup for the duration of the retreat, but for the initial part, you know, I just need to depuff a little bit and then just put a tiny bit of makeup on because I look insane. We got my favorite coffee. Well, my favorite coffee from 7-Eleven because yeah, it's just black coffee and it's got a really good flavor to it. So if you guys see this at 7-Eleven, pick it up. And then I'm also sneaking in a bag of this into the monastery. This is instant Thai coffee. Guys, I didn't go into this meditation retreat to give up coffee. Okay, let's just be real. Hey, I forgot to show you guys what I'm bringing. I have my trusty backpack here. It's quite full at the moment because I did do some shopping in Bangkok. And then other than that, I've got my new yoga mat that was freaking on sale. And then this is just my bag of laundry detergent, toilet paper, and sundries. So I'll usually just fold this bag up and put it in the other one. This isn't bad. It's just kind of heavy a little bit. But it was much heavier when I had my laptop with me, which I'm definitely decided not to bring here. Got my little towel on the outside here. So yeah, so overall, a morning of registration, I feel, I don't know, I just feel pretty chill actually. I don't feel terribly nervous. It's a beautiful day out and it's gonna be a good experience. I'm going in with an open mind. I don't know what to expect. Overall, I feel, you know, excited, nervous. Look at this rooster. I think he has something wrong with his. Hey guys, we have arrived. Never done anything like this before. It's pretty wild. All right, here's a little information just to review, and then I've got to fill out this paperwork here. So here's the paperwork. It's just basically a little bit of information about myself, and then there is a pamphlet here to read before. With a bunch of information about the precepts, activities, schedule, things like that. And then they give us a little booklet just about, you know, a beginner's guide to mindfulness. So it should be interesting. But yeah, of course I have my pen here. I'm gonna fill this out. You guys, by the way, Suan Mokkh means Garden of Liberation. Do you see what I have tattooed on my arm here? You guys already know, this is a sign, dude. I didn't even know that really. They are going to be taking the camera, and for good reason, because, you know, when you're filming, you're always thinking about lighting, you're thinking about taking the shot, so you're always taking yourself from the very moment. So for these 10 days, I'm just not going to be able to bring you guys with me, and I think that's a good thing, you know? So right now I'm actually looking to find the hall, the women's dorm hall. I have got a room key. I'm going to drop off my things, and then by 3 p.m. today, I have to get rid of this. I have to get rid of a notebook or like things that I want to journal with. So like any kind of journal. I'm not supposed to read any books. I'm not supposed to film. Look how beautiful it is out here, guys. This is unbelievable. I can't believe I'm here. Okay, so here's the dorm. Room 146. And here's what the inner courtyard of the women's dorms look like. So it's a square shape, and then all the rooms are lined up here. And the nun said it looks like this will probably be a small retreat because high season is kind of winding down. So she's thinking there'll be maybe like 40 people or something here, which is amazing. Look at that bird right there. Oh my God, this is so cool. 146, there she is. All right, I'll show you guys the accommodations. So we have some slots in the door here just to let in a little air. Other than that, it's just cement. There is a little grass mat, and there is indeed a wooden pillow. And the nun said that the wooden pillow is to help you stay completely present while you're here. Just gonna unpack a little bit, get the room cozy and set up. Most people would look at this and be like, what? You're insane. Oh, there is electricity. All right, let's try this bamboo pillow here. Here we go. I wonder how actually comfortable this will be. Let's see. Oh, that's actually not bad at all. Oh my god, I feel like I've been training for this my whole life because I love a good flat, firm mattress. I mean, I can stay here for a while because the life is so simple, you know? And I feel like so many of us dream for an opportunity of simplicity like this. And I do understand that, you know, to do something like this is a luxury, and just to have the time and the money and the space to come out here. The expense is really not like over the top. It's probably like 63 USD or something for the whole 10 days, but with that being said, it's still money. And I think more so it's like the time away from life to do this, you know? So with that being said, I'm very, very grateful. I was like in an interview with the nun for about half an hour, and we were just laughing, and she gave me some book recommendations, and she was so sweet. And her name is Now, so how could you forget that? She was talking about how, you know, the time that we're here should be spent pulling things apart, disentangling ourselves with those outer senses, like having the camera and always wanting to get the right shot and making sure that the light is right. You know, all of those are entanglements of the mind. And so to let go of my phone and to let go of the camera and to let go of journaling. She said that I can take notes for the Buddhist teachings, but I'm not supposed to journal for like personal reasons. Watches, anything to do with related to time, because pretty much the way that they do the time thing here is just with a bell. So that's how we know like when our schedule is. There's a little window here too. How cool is this? It does look a little bit similar to a prison, doesn't it? I'm not gonna lie. Air this stuff. Oh god. There's another little spider. I mean, we're close to the outdoors. The outdoors is literally right here. There's no screens. So with that being said, right now I've got to go to there's an area where I'm supposed to get a mosquito net, and so I gotta go there, set up my mosquito net, get the room set up, and then I go get a pillow and a mat, and then set that up in the meditation hall, and that is going to be my spot for the entire 10 days. So that spot does not change. I have until 3 p.m. to say my goodbyes with my cell phone and everything, so I'm gonna just follow up on anything that needs to be followed up on, and then completely, utterly check out. You know, when the nun told me that I'm not allowed to have my camera and my journal, I actually got really excited, because as an artist, I'm constantly living life through the lens of inspiration, you know, and creativity, constantly trying to figure out how to frame things and draw from it, and, you know, potentially put it in a file in my mind or otherwise for like future creations. To strip everything down and pare it down to something like this is amazing. It feels like I'm on the ends of the world, and I really think that any place could feel like that when you're going on the journey to the interior. Going, as the nun said, to the bottom, and I asked her, well, what's the bottom? She said, it is as it is. And it reminded me of that phrase that everyone says, it is what it is, but that's not the same as it is as it is, because it's a void, it's nothingness, it's equanimity, it's no ego, no pride. I look forward to just further disentangling myself with nature. Keep you guys with me as long as I can. Okay, so I've just grabbed my mosquito net and let's unpack this thing because we're gonna need all the protection that we can get. And there's already a spider on the outside of the bag. A blanket. Nice. Mosquito net hung. I also brought a yoga mat, so I'm gonna sleep on the mat as well. Do you hear how peaceful it is here? This is amazing. So basically right now I'm just gonna hang anything that I can wear at the retreat, anything that's loose. And then I'm just gonna keep all of these tighter fitting clothes in my luggage so I don't even have to look at them or deal with them. Okay, so here's the wash basin area, which is really lovely. And the room is completed. It is now set up. All my clothes are out, or hung, and yeah, mosquito nets up. I've got the rest of my luggage over here. And that's it. No frills, but it actually feels very serene and luxurious, so. Incense, toilet paper, one little notebook to take notes. Wish me luck. There's also a really good water filter system here. So right now I'm gonna get my meditation pillow and set it up in the meditation hall. But he said that I could take as many pillows as I need if I need to be like really comfortable or something. And then women sit on the right and men sit on the left. So I might grab a couple pillows. Looks like these are the bigger mats here. And then I take it over to the meditation hall with the sand. All right, so here's the sandy meditation hall. I feel like this is something that everyone should do in a lifetime. Nothing but absolute silence, well, except for the birds. I can safely say that this is the quietest I've felt in a long time. The vegetarian food is killer. All right, this is it, guys. I've got about 1 more hour with my phone, so I'm just gonna say all my goodbye messages. Okay, here it is, relinquishing the items. Let's go. Goodbye, camera.